Hey water signs, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, this is your weekly tarot reading. The messages are going to be general, so please keep that in mind as it may not necessarily resonate with everyone watching. For those of you interested in a personal reading, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is going to be listed below the video. With all of that being said, let's take a look and see what messages and guidances are coming up for you guys. I'm picking up a lot of conflict and a lot of tension in the energies, you guys. And the message that I'm getting for you is that you might need to take a more softer approach to a situation, especially a situation that involves a relationship or a romantic connection, or even like a sibling connection. Okay, so you may have had a disagreement, or you may have had a lot of tension here with someone. And yeah, I'm picking up that a softer approach may be needed. I feel like both the major themes that are coming up has to do with relationships, and these can be romantic relationships. It can be, the relationship that you have with yourself, the relationship that you have maybe with your siblings, with connecting energies, with it could be friendships as well, and transformation. Transformation is another big one that's coming up. I feel like there's something in your life that needs like a deep change, and I feel like you might be a little bit reluctant to embrace some sort of change. And this new cycle, this new chapter, or this transformation that is coming in for you, it's got this feeling like shifts are imminent. Okay, whether you're ready or not, something here is transforming and something here is changing. There's like a feeling of rumbling, especially here with the Tower energy. And I feel like for some of you, change can be scary, right? Just because it means that you might have to step outside of the familiar. You might have to step outside of your comfort zone, and some of you might be reluctant to embrace this deep change that is coming for you. And over the next couple of weeks, or even like over the last couple of weeks, you've gotten some really like clear glimpses of just what or who needs your attention. Okay, so it just feels like if you're not the one who is initiating changes in your life right now, okay, and if you're the one that might be resisting these changes because you might be holding on to something that, it no longer works for you or no longer serves you positively. It may have at one point, but maybe it's a relationship that you outgrew, or it could be, a habit. It could be a pattern of thought or a pattern of behavior that no longer serves you positively, okay, or no longer is getting you positive results. There's something here that I feel like you may be holding on to because you're scared to let it go, because this is something that's habitual, or it's something that's familiar. And letting it go means that, you have to leave something behind. Give yourself time to... There's some things here that are changing for you, okay? Especially when it comes to relationships. Now, it could be the relationship that you have with yourself, because that's the most important relationship you'll ever have, right? So it could be that, you need to improve on the relationship you have with yourself. It could be that you need to improve on the relationships that you have, with connecting energies around you. But there's something here that is required, like it requires a deep change, whether you're the one to initiate it or not, For example, if you're not the one that's going to initiate the change, the universe will. Okay, the universe definitely is supporting this transformation. And this is what's happening with the Tower energy here. I just feel like there's some really big changes that are coming in for you guys over the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months. And some of these changes, I feel like might mean that you have to, you know, the universe is removing certain people from your life, okay? Maybe temporarily or maybe permanently, okay? These may be romantic energies that are taking an exit from your life. This may be, it may be even people that you love, and they may not be bad people, but these people, I feel like you kind of need their absence in order to grow, if that makes sense, at least for the time being. Because you need to, what's happening right now is you need to embrace the transformation. Because whether you want to admit or not, especially over the last couple of weeks or months, things have felt a little bit uncomfortable lately, right? Because there's the energy of the Tower brings in profound change. And this Tower moment or this transformation that's happening for you, it's not like it's just happened overnight. It's not like it's just come, you know, out of nowhere. It just feels like it's been a build-up of things. This transformation has been, and these deep changes have been much needed. And whatever, you know, whatever it is that you're going through right now, you're growing through it. So it's some sort of upheaval, okay? Some sort of upheaval or transformation is taking place in your energies, especially in your relationships, in areas of your relationships, romantic relationships, the relationships you have with your sisters, with your brothers, you know, with family members, with your friends. And it often, whatever, like for example, whatever this is, it comes as a shock to you. Okay, so a relationship may be deteriorating here. Okay, a partnership or a marriage or a friendship might be deteriorating. There's something here that comes as a shock or will come as a shock to you. But know that whatever it is that's happening, like for example, whatever it is that's falling apart here, has had, from what I can see, weak and crumbling foundations to begin with. Okay, so that's why if you're holding on, if you're not going to embrace these changes and these transformations, if you're going to resist them, those changes are going to happen whether you like it or not, whether you're ready for it or not. But, you know, the thing is, I don't think, like, remember how we mentioned earlier that you're holding on to something here, whether it's emotional behavioral patterns or it's like old beliefs and attitudes and whatnot. You're holding on to these things, and these very things that you're holding on to, they have a crumbling foundation to them. Okay, meaning that if you let them go, there's a chance for, you know, the destruction of the Tower is here so that it can clear some things. Okay, and right now you need to clear out the old ways. Okay, so it means clearing out certain relationships. Okay, maybe you don't necessarily have the best relationship with yourself. Maybe you don't have the best relationship with your money. Maybe, you know, the romantic relationships that you have right now aren't healthy. Okay, they're not healthy, they're not fulfilling. And the Tower is a symbol that whatever it is that you're holding on to, or whatever it is that you're experiencing, and again, it feels like it's in relationships. It feels like it's in the area of relationships. I get it. You want to escape the turmoil and the destruction that you may be experiencing in your life right now, but it's so important for you to know that you need to embrace it, because as uncomfortable and as chaotic and hectic as this may seem, you know, certain people exiting your life, truths, you know, getting exposed, revealed, just this upheaval and just this sudden shake-up, okay? And it can come in many different forms, but whatever it is, I get it. It is uncomfortable. So much so that if, you know, we take a look at the image and notice how to the side, you've got the Knight and the Five of Swords. And I find that very interesting. And the Tower here is in the middle, wedged in the middle. Notice with the imagery, you know, the lightning bolt strikes the Tower here, and it sets it ablaze. And then you've got the occupants of the Tower here who just, you know, are just jumping out of the windows in sheer acts of desperation, because they want to escape this turmoil. They want to escape this blaze. And I feel like, you know, be careful that whatever it is that's happening in your life right now, be careful how you react. Okay, I get it, you want to escape some sort of turmoil or destruction within, but you honestly have to go through what you're going through right now. And the Tower is a symbol for the ambition, the relationship, the friendship. It's a symbol for, you know, the idea, whatever this is, it's constructed on a faulty premise. Okay? So you need to clear out the old ways, or you need to clear something out in order to welcome something new. So that's why I feel like there's something here you've not been wanting to accept as truth. Okay? The truth is uncomfortable. Not a lot of people, some people would rather a pretty lie over an ugly truth. The truth can hurt. It can be a really bitter pill to swallow. It's uncomfortable. It's, you know, the truth can be full on. And some of you, I feel like you've been doing everything you can to avoid a truth about someone. Okay, but there's something here that comes, and I think it's happened recently for some of you. There's something here that happens it's like a flash in a moment, or like it's like a flash of truth. Something happens here where you finally get to see this person for who they really are. They show you their true colors. Okay, they show you who they really are. Now, you wanted to always believe, you know, the good about this person, but in a flash of truth, they show you their real colors, their true colors. So something here happens which is revealed to you, and it happens I feel like it takes you by surprise. So, you know, a secret might come out, something that has been kept from you, something that has been hidden in the dark comes to the light. Or perhaps it hasn't been hidden in the dark. Perhaps if it has been hidden in the dark, then it's just been hidden in the dark crevices of your mind, because maybe deep down you're very intuitive beings. Okay, you guys are governed by water energy, by intuition, by your emotions. So intuitively you always knew that maybe this person wasn't who you thought they were, or maybe that this situation wasn't what you thought it was about, or this relationship wasn't, you know, it wasn't healthy and it wasn't good for you. But maybe you did a lot of self-deception, a lot of self-deceiving, and now all of a sudden, you know, you get this flash of truth, or flash of inspiration that comes your way. So at the heart, I feel like at the heart of the tower and the tower energy, the energy of the tower that you might be experiencing, at the heart of it is a truth. And there's some sort of groundbreaking change that is happening for you. It doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be anything huge, okay? Like a tower moment doesn't have to necessarily mean the loss of a friendship, the loss of a romantic, you know, of a relationship. It does strike fear in a lot of people, especially when we see the card, right? It strikes fear. But I think this tower moment has been a long time coming. I just feel like there's been certain relationships, and I feel like there's been certain things that you need to let go of, and you needed to let go of for quite some time. But see, I think you've been holding on to those things, okay, because they're familiar, they worked for you. You know, it's habitual. You know, they're a paradigm. You've been holding on to it, or onto this, you know, onto these fears or into these insecurities, or you've been holding on to old, old ways, old beliefs, onto relationships, friendships that just no longer serve you positively. And now you must abandon the lie in order to receive the truth. And I feel like it's been a build up for a lot of you, okay? Something here, like it's been building up. And I think right now you're ready to abandon the lie. It's not going to be easy, because whatever you have known prior to this Tower moment, you thought it was the truth, or at the very least you wanted it to be the truth. You wanted for this relationship to be, to be this ideal partnership. You wanted for this person to be the one, or you wanted to believe in the good in a certain person, in a certain energy, even though, they weren't who you thought they were. It's like you must now abandon a truth, and any prior event that came before this Tower moment has been a lie, has been built on lies, has been built on this Tower of illusion. And now you must find something or someone else to take its place. So letting go of old paradigms, so you can create new paradigms, but paradigms that serve you positively. Letting go of old relationships, so that the Tower of illusion comes down, and then you can rebuild a tower of truth, and not and have a very strong and sturdy foundational structure here. So something here is no longer useful, and it is now your time to abandon the lies. It's now your time to abandon the version of a truth that you always knew, or you always clung to. It's time to replace the old foundations of a past with something more genuine, something more positive, something more healthy. The clouds, the turbulent clouds in the background here, do suggest that this is taking such a mental toll on you and your energy. Okay, it does suggest that there is something here that is draining you of your energy, and it could be this Tower moment. It could have been all the events that have led up to this Tower moment. Watch your thoughts right now as well, and make sure that those thoughts serve you positively, because there's not a lot of what's happening outside of you, which is this Tower moment, right? This is going on externally. Your external life is a reflection of what's going on internally. So clearly, there's something here that is really, there's something here that is threatening your peace, not only externally, but internally as well. So take it as a warning that it is time to, take control and abandon lies and seek the truth. Okay, so and whatever it is that is breaking down for you here, your perspective or your understanding of it wasn't the truth. It was not the truth. And I know it can be really savage. It can be really savage to hear that maybe you were told lies about a person, or you tried to believe in the good in someone, but all along they weren't necessarily showing you who they were. And I know it can be very savage to hear this message right now, but I feel like take it as a warning that in whatever whatever it is that's breaking down for you, your perspective and understanding of it wasn't the truth. Not at least not prior to not prior to the Tower moment. You have to go through this chaos right now so you can get the peace. Okay, so if you want to get to peace, if you want to create peace and harmony and restore balance, I feel like you need to go through chaos right now, because I think that yes, there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, but in order for you to get to the light at the end of the tunnel with the situation, you have to go through it. And when you go through it, what you don't realize is you're growing through it. So embrace these embrace the truth that this Tower moment is revealing to you, okay? And do not stop it. Stop making excuses for people around you, or stop making excuses for this person, or stop making excuses why you are the way you are and why your paradigms are the way they are, you know, why your emotional behavioral patterns don't serve you positively. No more excuses. It's time to let go of those too. Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing to this channel. Bye for now.